Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this Saturday, March the 26th, the eve of Easter Sunday, and I can't think of a better subject that falls in on this, and I wanted to work it in. Normally we don't talk a lot about golf and all these different kind of things, but they do play golf outdoors for the most part. But I thought Easter weekend would be a great time to bring in this guy that a lot of you folks know out there from his years, not only in Memphis, but at the Ridges of Village Creek golf course over in Wynne, Arkansas. But a change of life for this guy. And I'm not going to age him, but I'll let him tell that. But one of our special people, and I couldn't have a better guest on the day before Easter, is my good friend Jesse Weeks. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning, Larry. How are you doing today?
I am doing good. And Jesse, I know that Guy Trebo's listening in because the Trebo family so well in golf, and Guy and everything else. We got Frank Barton here with me from the Barton Power Sports in West Memphis, and I know he's been to Village Creek State Park, a great state park over there. And then, of course, Ron Wong is in here, but he's on his phone now. But, thinking about lunch. But Jesse,
you must have a large room.
About lunch.
Yeah, I have an entourage in here. So
all right.
You know how that feels, and everything. So,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But Jesse made a life-changing decision after he retired from being a PGA pro for how long, Jesse?
Probably 40-plus years.
40-plus years. When he wasn't playing golf, he was coaching. Tell our listeners a little bit about your background, and then we're going to tell them what you're doing now.
Well, I was actually trained as a teacher, a public school teacher and coach, and spent a lot of years in that. And it kind of morphed into the golf business back when being a golf professional was paid about the same thing as being a school teacher and coach, for that matter. It was still teaching and coaching.
And that's where I met Jesse many, many, many years ago, and I always could count. But when he retired from the Ridges at Village Creek, you made a life-changing decision. Jesse, tell our listeners out there where you are in your career now.
I would be happy to do so, because my testimony is rather unique in that I had not actually retired and made the decision to do what I'm doing now. The Lord led me to retire and to be obedient to this decision. I actually been a Christian for 57 years, but like most Christians, partially obedient, and obedient when it was convenient, for that matter. But I had a dream one night, and he said, it's time to retire. It's time to go work for me full time. And when I woke that next morning, I realized that he had spoken to me. So with that in mind, I started preparations for retirement. I actually got ahead of him. Always wanted to retire to Biloxi, so I went to Biloxi. Spent a week down there looking at places to live and the like. And I was offered a lease on an apartment overlooking the beach, which was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I need to pray about this. Give me the night to pray about this. During that night, the Lord said, enjoy your vacation in Biloxi, but I want you in Casper, Wyoming. And I had never heard of the place.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. So I immediately called my pastor in Wynne, in fact, my pastor of mission, Mike Shipp, and I said, Mike, do we have anything going in Casper? And he started laughing because he kind of anticipated what was happening. And he said, yes, we planted a church there, or helped sponsor a plant.
Wow.
In Casper a year ago, and I said, that's where I've been called to go. And within 30 minutes, I was talking to the church planter here, the pastor here, and within a month was on my way lock, stock, and barrel.
To Casper, Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming. And the Lord even led me to where I live in Casper by virtue of I had several places. In fact, because of my golf background, I had a doctor here that owned an apartment building. He was dying for me to rent from him so he could get free golf lessons.
Oh.
But the Lord said, "Don't do that. I'm planning on something else." He led me to a senior living complex. It's not assisted living by any means.
Okay.
Where he wanted me to start a ministry here, and we actually have a ministry going in my building as well.
Wow. And
so it's just been he's been so good to me and so gracious and kind and just absolutely filled me with the spirit to do what I'm doing and the confidence to do it.
And now we're talking to Jesse Weeks. A lot of you folks know Jesse from as a golf pro, a golf teacher. Most recently, the first golf pro at the Ridges at Village Creek. And I know that Jesse. So when did you get to Casper? How long have you been there?
I've been here just the week before Thanksgiving. Actually, the week before Thanksgiving, and hit the ground running for sure. And we have 54 units in my apartment complex, and we've got 16 or so now that are involved in 3 times a week Bible study and prayer meetings. So,
wow.
On top of what's going on at Wind City Church,
yes,
which is the church plant, I've got what we now call Wind City North, which is my ministry right here in this building.
And I know no one, unless it's truly a call, and this is a call, Jesse, I feel, because no one goes to Casper in November.
No, in fact,
most people go to Casper in June. So I mean, you've already got the. I don't even know what's the temperature today in Casper.
Well, today we're not much below freezing, but we've also got 5 to 10 inches of snow on the ground overnight, and another. On the mountain, on Casper Mountain, they get probably twice as much for everything we get down here in the valley right below. So it's a unique situation. It's not like Memphis snow, though. It's powder.
Okay.
And it blows around so much. So it's not as difficult to manipulate your vehicle around here.
Do you have a 4-wheel drive now, Jesse?
I do. I do, but I brought it with me just by luck. In fact, the day I got here, that night it snowed 12 inches, and I woke up to 12 inches the next morning.
Jesse, it's what do you expect in Casper? I mean,
Absolutely.
that's
exactly what they told me. I posted on Facebook the picture, and they said their answer was, "Well, what did you expect?"
Yeah, I mean, good night. We have a 1-inch blizzard here in Memphis, and it closes the town down. So
and they don't close the schools here for anything.
Only in Memphis do we call 1-inch blizzard.
They didn't close the school.
They don't close the school. No. Well, and so. Again, we're talking to Jesse Weeks in Casper, Wyoming, and I know on this Easter weekend you'll get to spend your first Easter Sunday in Casper.
Absolutely.
And,
in fact,
sunrise service in Casper.
We've got some things planned here in this ministry in the building I live in. Of course, we've got things planned at church as well. There are some sunrises and sunsets in Wyoming that are difficult to believe when you see them.
Well, after you come from Memphis, I got to ask you, how old are you now, Jesse?
67.
67. Make this decision. Yes. When's your birthday?
August 21st.
So you turned 67 and you left to go to Casper. So
absolutely.
And most people think of Casper as the ghost. They don't think of.
I just got a new puppy and I'm training, and I named him Casper simply because he's gray and he looks like a gray ghost, but it was just appropriate that he be named Casper.
Well, it's amazing, buddy, and you know how I feel, and I'm really happy for you. I know it's been a transition. Got so many friends down in this area, but you're doing what God wants you to do, and I couldn't think of a better guest for Thanksgiving, for Easter weekend, and
it's been a whirlwind for sure, but it's been an exciting whirlwind, and it never stops. Every day is a new day to spread the gospel and to talk to people, and people don't realize that, especially in the Bible Belt of the Memphis area, Wyoming with 500,000 citizens, 7% are Christian, and it's the same thing in this city of Casper with 60,000. 7% or less are actually Christians, and there's a place for a ministry here.
What and the name of the church where you are? If people want to get in touch with you, and sing,
Wind City Church, and actually,
is that is that like WIND?
WIND, yeah, Wind. In fact, Casper is considered the Wind City, so it's WINDCITY, Wind City Church. In fact, the website is windcitychurch.org. And again, if anybody wants to donate to this ministry,
do it. Okay,
we're a church plant, so we plan on planting more churches in this area.
Well, I'm middle aged. I'm almost to be 73 years old, and of course, I'm going to quit golf when I make my first hole in one. And I might just move to Casper.
I tell you what, there's a place here for you, and I'll make a place in this building.
That's what I need to do right there. Jesse Weeks, thank you, buddy. God bless you, and we'll stay in touch. And again, folks, that's Wind City Church in Casper, Wyoming. Jesse Weeks is there. Thanks, Jesse. Okay?
Thank you, Larry. Thank you,
Have
guys.
a great Easter. Okay, buddy. All right, next week's show, let me tell you about it real quickly. It'll be open mic Saturday, and you know where I'll be.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
And you know what the weather's probably going to be? Raining and stormy and everything.
Makes them easier. It'll make them easier to get.
Yeah, but anyway, next Saturday I'll be in the woods near Selmer hunting with the Lovels. Mark Lovell and his son Josh have set up the site. It's a wonderful-looking site.
Well, I will be at Mark's to go fishing.
Yeah, well, you can do that while I'm killing a turkey or killing time. But that's next Saturday. We're reporting opening day of the Tennessee turkey season. I can't wait to be out there. This is my time. Daylight savings time kills me, okay? I mean, I got about 20 minutes to kill a turkey. I wish we just keep it daylight savings time forever. Just switching back and forth. I don't like this fall back, spring forward stuff. Okay, let's
just leave it daylight savings time.
All right, that's 2 votes. What's the other vote in here? Daylight savings time always, or
it makes no difference. Farmers learned a long time ago that the sun comes up and goes down about the same time.
I didn't ask for it.
Doesn't make me.
I didn't ask for a speech. I wanted to vote.
That's my vote.
That's your vote. Dana, what do you like?
Frank
you like daylight savings time?
I do.
Okay, that's 3. Okay, Guy?
I'm with Frank.
Frank, 3-2, 3-3. That sounds like America.
Well,
yeah, that's where we go.
This is a democratic.
Is it really?
Nation.
We're not going to get into that for sure. All right, thank you guys for being here. Dana, thank you for being here. Guy Trebo, thank you for being here. Ron Wall,
thank you very much.
Take a nap sometime and don't stay on the road.
All I'm going to say is please practice good water safety.
That's right, yeah, and practice good motorcycle safety.
Watch out for motorcycles, folks.
Yeah, in this wind condition. Greg Ratliff, thank you for taking care of us. This is Larry Ray reminding you to do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.